What's up, everybody? It's me again. It's Bryson Booker, and it's time for another one of my collections that I want to share with you. Okay, so you guys probably know, or you don't know, that I'm a PS1 guy. Now, you see the Xbox 360 here, but just ignore that. That's why it's sitting on the shelf, because it's not that important. The PS1 is on a pedestal. Well, kind of a cabinet-like pedestal. But it's more important, and I love playing PS1. This is original. This is all original. So this is the original PS1. I believe it was my dad's. I think this was his. And obviously, eventually, it was handed down to moi. And I've been taking care of it and playing it ever since. Still play it. This has not collected dust yet, because I still play it. I still enjoy it. As far as the version, I think this is the one that was released around the late 90s. So it's not the original, but I would say it's original as in it was probably from like 1997 or 98. So what I'm going to do now is basically show you my PS1 game collection. Now, PS1 has been getting a lot of buzz lately, and I think that this would be the best time to make this video, since Sony has recently announced the PlayStation Classic, which is literally the console that's like, I think like 2 times less than the original size of the PlayStation. So I figured, well, why don't I just show you my original PlayStation game collection? Because to me, to get a PlayStation Classic is kind of stupid. I might as well continue to collect the original games. So let's get into it, shall we? And I'll show you what I got. So this first game I have here is James Bond 007 Tomorrow Never Dies. Released in 1997. This is a great game for PlayStation. Obviously based on the movie, which I also have. So, there you go. I got the VHS as well. Tomorrow Never Dies, released by MGM. Great incarnation of the movie here on the game. Basically, you go around solving missions as James Bond himself, using weapons, solving puzzles, riding on snowboards and cars and things. It's awesome. Alright, let's see what else we got here. This is Asteroids. This is actually a revision of the original Asteroids released by PlayStation, or not by PlayStation, Activision, in 1999. So basically, they took the original Asteroids, upgraded the graphics, they even added a storyline, which they really didn't need to add, but they did anyway. So it's basically shooting rocks, people, and avoiding rocks. And you do it with these nice, cool-looking graphics. The graphics on this game are pretty sweet. But if you do like the original Asteroids, such as myself, you can unlock that in the game. It's unlockable. Next, this is a recent pickup here. This is Rayman. Again, another PlayStation smash. I'm telling you, this is a great game. A very hard game. Let me just say that. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. I really want to throw this game at the wall. But I know if I do that, the value of it is probably just going to go down the drain. So I'm just going to keep playing it and keep getting frustrated and keep trying to get mad at it until I beat it. This is great game from Ubisoft. Obviously, Rayman is... I don't know if he's still around today. They keep doing all of these remakes and revisions. Really, if you try to remake Rayman, you're making a mistake, because it's already a beautiful game. Just saying, people. This is Austin Powers Pinball. This is one of those PlayStation games that you either like or you hate. It's pretty much just 2 pinball tables. Literally, that's all it is. That feature Austin Powers characters and, you know, things from the movie. That's pretty much all that it is. I keep forgetting to say the years of these games. Uh-oh, drop something here. All right. Keep forgetting to say the years of these games. This Austin Powers games came out in 2002. Rayman came out in 1996. Asteroids came out in 99. And Tomorrow Never Dies came out in 97. This is another classic. This is WWF, or if you're from the 21st century, WWE Warzone featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin from Acclaim Sports. Now, when I picked up this game, I was slightly biased about it because it's from Acclaim. I don't really like Acclaim games. If I'm going to buy a sports game, it's probably going to be from EA or 2K. But I said, okay, you know, it was a PlayStation greatest hit, so, I mean, they must have finally did something right. So, I tried it, and I like it. The graphics are great, you know, the moves are pretty accurate, and the roster is pretty good. And another cool feature with this is you can even create your own wrestler. Now, I know that many incarnations of WWF and WWE games allow you to do that. Particularly the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw games allow you to do that. But I believe this was one of the first games that allowed you to do it. I believe. Not really sure about that. But either way, it's a great game. Alright. Something fell out of the case here. It will help if I can get it out. Alrighty, here we go. Is the game in there? Great. This is Tom Clancy's Rainbow. This is another PlayStation classic here. Released by Red Storm Entertainment. Great game. Basically, it's kind of a skill-driven shooter game. So you go into different environments, go on different missions, and basically shoot the bad guys until you get all of. And then you also get the hostages and take them out of the place where they're getting mistreated. Alright, now I got a lot of NBA Live games, and I don't really think we're going to get to that until later, but here's one of them. I have NBA Live 2000 from EA Sports. I mean, do I need to go over this? Basketball game, great basketball arcade game. I mean, the NBA Live is pretty obvious what that is. This is the first Namco Museum game, released in 1995. NBA Live was released in 2000, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow was released in 1999. This game, again, is a collection of classic Namco 80s arcade games on one disc. Oh, and another thing that this does that its predecessors, not predecessors, but games that came after it doesn't do, is it kind of puts you in a museum format so you can look at different things that the game has, like artwork and the rules and, you know, just the overall history. Gives you a history lesson on each game that's included. So, you know, you can play the games, obviously, but you also get a little history lesson, too. So that's always fun. The next game I have is called 2 Extreme. This was released by Sony Computer Entertainment in 1996. But these re-releases, you know, all of these greatest hits re-releases were obviously re-released in 1997. So, 2 Extreme, okay, think of Road Rash just without bikes. It's just, or motorbikes. You have actual bikes. You can snowboard, you can skate, you can, I think, can you bike on here? No, you can do everything else besides using a bike. You can skateboard, you can ski, you can roller skate. Basically, it's kind of like Road Rash. You know, you obviously race to the finish line, but you can also get little power-ups, and you can also, you know, hit people and things. That's what makes it like Road Rash to me. You can hit people and just claim your position as the best player ever on this game. This one everybody loves, right? This is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, released by Activision in 1999 and Neversoft. I mean, guys, this is a classic in itself. Skateboarding Gym, I'm telling you. I'm still trying to, you know, really, with this game, you know, it takes a couple of attempts to really get good at it. And so, you know, a lot of these games that I recently got, like Tom Clancy's Rainbow, WWF, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, I'm still playing it, you know, and getting a feel for it. Obviously, if I'm at college, I can't really play these games, so I'm always a bit rusty when I come back and play them. But, you know, I just got to keep playing them, and hopefully I'll get better at them, such as that one. This one is another great game, kind of an underappreciated game if you ask me. But this is Ready to Rumble Boxing from Midway, released in 1998. Great, 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 great game. Boxing game, fighting game. The next game that I have is not even a game. It's a piece of software, a piece of music software from MTV. Well, not particularly. It's actually from Codemasters. They just use MTV to market it. But this is the MTV Music Generator. This game goes by another name that Codemasters used outside of the US, and other people may recognize it by that name. It was called Music 2000. So this is pretty much Music 2000, but when it was released in the US, it was called the MTV Music Generator. Now, it looks like it has more than one disc in it, but that's just the manual. You know, it's just a single disc game. So it allows you literally to create music, obviously, with the software that's on here. It allows you to make little music videos, and it allows you to jam with friends, you know, making music together. Awesome game. I made some pretty nice tracks on that. And also, obviously, allows you to save the tracks that you've made and add video to them and, you know, cool stuff like that. This is another NBA Live 1999. Not much I can say about that. It's a great basketball game. This is Madden. This is Madden 2001, but obviously Madden was released in 2000. This Madden was. Again, not much I can say about Madden. It's football. Everybody loves this one. It's Tomb Raider. So this is Tomb Raider 3, The Adventures of Lara Croft. I believe I have this one, and I also have Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, which you will see in a few minutes. I don't have the first two. So I do not have Tomb Raider 1 or Tomb Raider 2, but obviously I have the third one, which is this is the one that was, you know, pretty good, as well as The Last Revelation was alright. Action adventure. Still have to get good at it. I have to find a time where I can sit down and just play it. You know, again, a lot of these games, it's just many times I want to play something quick because it's like I just haven't used the system in so long, but Tomb Raider is one of those games where it's like, man, I gotta sit down and actually play it and explore it. Oh boy. Hope I'm not tiring you guys out. This is Shootout 98 from Sony. Basically Sony's version of NBA Live. That's about it. Poorer graphics, poorer mechanics, but, you know, hey, that's Sony. This is Centipede from 1999. It's like in 1999. It's kind of like 2018, you know, right? We keep getting reissues of games like Tomb Raider and Spyro the Dragon. 1999 was pretty much that time for, you know, classic 80s games. Everybody wanted to recreate these classic 80s games, and Centipede 1999 is no exception. So obviously it includes bigger worlds, bigger graphics, you know, even, again, a slight plot, even though Centipede and Asteroids, you know, don't really have plots. But it's a great game. This is an interesting game as well. This is Star Wars Rebel Assault 2. Again, it may look, there actually is 2 discs in here. So I believe the first disc is the game itself. The second disc allows you to, I think, look at different special features and how they made the game. This actually allows you to do a lot of different things. You can shoot things. You're in the not the Death Star here, but you're in one of these fighters trying to shoot down the Death Star. You know, and different things like that. So it has a big variety to it, which makes it nice and fun. Face Off 99. This is, oh, by the way, that was released in 96. That was released, I believe, in 1997 or 8. I think it's 97 though. But anyway, Face Off 99, released in 1998 from 989 Sports. This is a, well, there's a different back on here, but this is a hockey game. So it's just not much I can say there. You play hockey. The graphics are pretty good. The mechanics are all right. I mean, it features the Blackhawks. I mean, that's enough, right? It's just NBA Live 2001, obvious. Jet Moto 2. This is interesting. This is kind of a water, what, I don't even know how you would call it. A jet ski, water jet game thing. Anyway, you know, you're racing on land, you're racing on water, you're racing on air, you're racing on snow. Anything known to man, you're racing on. It's just as all of these cool looking people, as well as advertisers. Product placement is in abundance on this game, I'm telling you. It makes you want to drink a Mountain Dew. Or get some Chef Boyardee noodles or something. But it's a great game. Graphics are alright. Mechanics are alright. It's not the best, but it's okay. Ugh, boy. This is Mega Man X5. Mega Man X5, you know, this is another game that kind of gets underappreciated. This is a decent Mega Man title. But, you know, you basically have all these different worlds, and you play as Mega Man, as well as, I still don't know who he is. But, you know, it's kind of a platforming slash action slash, you know, hard Capcom style games would be, you know. That's pretty much what Mega Man X5 is. It's a hard game, people. A lot of hard games released for the PlayStation. This one's not that hard, though. This is Pac-Man World, released by Namco. The first Pac-Man World. Again, it's a nice, good-looking game. Great cartoony graphics, as well as you can play the original Pac-Man, because, you know, what's the point of having Pac-Man in a world when you can't even play the original? NBA Live 2002. Enough said. Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. Now, this is the other Tomb Raider game I was talking about here that I have. Pretty much this is it, right? So, again, I believe this was the one that was released in 1999, so after the third one. That one, I think, was released in 98, and then the ones before it, 97 and 96, respectively. So I think this one was released in 99. Now, this game may not be that legendary, but it's still a pretty good adventure game. And it goes a little bit more in depth in terms of storyline and things than the other games did. It also gives you a tutorial on how you play it, unlike the other games did not. But, you know, some people need the tutorial, like myself. I'm not a big video game extraordinaire, so I do need the tutorial sometimes. This is the one that recently got remade, Spyro the Dragon, released by Insomniac Games and Universal. This is the original. Again, Spyro has so much buzz right now because they literally just re-released the game, redid everything. This is the original, people. And I don't have the original case for it, but hey, the game is enough, right? I also have the second one, Spyro Ripto's Rage. I think, man, I gotta say, I think I like the second one better than the first one. Just my opinion here. Last two here. And I think the last two are some of the ones that I play the most. So this is Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit from EA Sports. Or not EA Sports, but just EA, Electronic Arts. Great game, you know, racing, running from the cops. Gotta love it. And then this is the second EA Sports game that I have, or EA, just Electronic Arts. This Road Rash is kind of, again, you know, the one that kind of gets the most beef from people. You know, a lot of people don't like Road Rash 3D. I like it. It's a pretty good game. Basically incorporating Road Rash with 3D graphics. And it also has a sweet soundtrack from Atlantic Records. I gotta give them props on the soundtrack. They did a good job. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is my 2018 PlayStation 1 video game collection. This is all PlayStation games I have up until this point. Hopefully getting more soon. Thanks for watching.